from 1 Kings. Then the Lord said to Elijah, "Go, return on your way to the wilderness of Damascus. When you arrive, you shall anoint Hazael as king over Arma. Also you shall anoint Jehu, son of Nimshi, as king over Israel. And you shall anoint Elisha, son of Shaphat of Almiholah, as prophet in your place." So he set out from there and found Elisha, son of Shaphat, who was plowing. There were 12 yoke of oxen ahead of him, and he was with the 12. Elijah passed by him and threw his mantle over him. He left the oxen, ran after Elijah, and said, "Let me kiss my father and my mother, and then I shall follow you." Then Elijah said to him, "Go back again, for what have I done to you?" He returned from following him, took the yoke of oxen, and slaughtered them, using the equipment from the oxen. He boiled their flesh and gave it to the people, and they ate. Then he set out and followed Elijah and became his servant. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
A reading from Galatians. For freedom Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery. For you were called to freedom, brothers and sisters. Only do not use your freedom as an opportunity for self-indulgence, but through love become slaves to one another. For the whole law is summed up in a single commandment: you shall love your neighbor as yourselves. If, however, you bite and devour one another, take care that you are not consumed by one another. By contrast, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. There is no law against such things. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
When the days drew near for Jesus to be taken up, he set his face to go to Jerusalem. And he sent messengers ahead of him. On their way, they entered a village of the Samaritans to make ready for him. But they did not receive him, because his face was set toward Jerusalem. When his disciples James and John saw it, they said, "Lord, do you want us to command fire to come down from heaven and consume them?" But he turned and rebuked them. Then they went on to another village. As they were going along the road, someone said to him, "I will follow you wherever you go." And Jesus said to him, "Foxes have holes and birds of the air have nests. The Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head." To another Jesus said, "Follow me." But he said, "Lord, first let me go and bury my father." But Jesus said to him, "Let the dead bury their own dead. But as for you, go and proclaim the kingdom of God." Another said, "I will follow you, Lord, but let me first say farewell to those at my home." Jesus said to him, "No one who puts a hand to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of God." The Gospel of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
You may be seated. I'd like to invite the children who are here today. Come on up. Oh, good. We got a couple of them here today. Good. Come on up. So tell me, on the way in, I saw a mountain lion with a door back there, with a giraffe over here, and a beautiful kokomo. made that over there. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. And today, what were you going to say? What else did you do? What's the giraffe before? Any idea what the giraffe is before? No, it's just part of God's creation. All good. God welcomes all God's creation. Have you ever played Follow the Leader? Yeah, played Follow the Leader. Yeah. How does it work to follow the leader? Somebody does something, and then you got to do it too. Do you want to play a little game of follow the leader? Okay, let's play follow the leader. Okay, so stand up. Would you like to be the leader? Okay, don't make it too rough. It's kind of a hot, sweaty day today. So you start, we'll follow you. Okay, we'll get back. You follow your sister, and I'll get back. So you do something, we'll follow you. Okay, good. Good, okay. That's pretty good. You can handle that so far. There we go. Okay, there we go. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Very good. Do you want to leave for a minute? Huh? No? Okay. Well, so let's sit down again. The reason I had you play Follow the Leader, you did a very good job leading, is that today Jesus is saying, follow the leader and let me be the leader. Jesus wants to lead us, invites us to follow. If Jesus is the leader, what do you suppose Jesus might do? Like we would walk and we could clap. What would be some of the things that Jesus would do to lead us? What's that? Sing. Jesus would sing. You're absolutely right. I'm sure Jesus loved to sing. What else do you think Jesus might do if he was our leader? That's wonderful. You're exactly right. He said that if he passed by someone who didn't have food, he would get some food for that person to eat. He would even maybe make some food for that person to eat. That's right. Any other ideas? What else would he do if he was the leader? What if he saw somebody who was sick? What do you think he would do? You'd help them, right? You'd say a prayer for them. You can heal. So Jesus says, follow me. Jesus says, follow me, and we'll sing together, and we'll feed people together. What's that? And love people. He would teach us how to love, teach us how to heal, teach us how to pray. It's exactly right. So we're here today because Jesus is our leader, and we're practicing following our leader. And we do that every day, and Jesus helps us too. Thank you very much. You did a great job doing follow the leader. In that great passage from Galatians, which is our second lesson, the theme note is freedom. For freedom, Christ has set us free, says St. Paul. And so if Christ offers us freedom, that raises the question, well then, if we need freedom, then what is holding us captive? What is holding us captive in our daily life, in our works, at home with our families, in the world? What are the forces that trap us? What's holding us captive? Think about that for your own life. As you walk through the day, what is it that got a hold of you? And how is Christ working to set you free? In the gospel lesson, as Jesus is headed towards Jerusalem with his disciples, Jesus does some signs of freeing people. There's at least two different ways in which Jesus frees people along that way towards Jerusalem. First of all, he frees his disciples from ancient fears and hatreds that get set up between different groups of people. The first part of the lesson, it's a little confusing because it doesn't give any details, but it says they were passing through the land of the Samaritans. So Galilee, where they're from, is up in the north, Jerusalem's down in the south, so they had to come through the middle area called the land of Samaria to get to Jerusalem. And they hoped to stop in at one of the Samaritan towns and get some hospitality, have lunch there. But the Samaritans, it says, didn't want to receive him, didn't want him to stay there because he was headed towards Jerusalem. You've heard me talk before, many of you, and you've read about it yourself, that the Israelites and the Samaritans really clashed with each other, that were really accused each other and criticized each other. And of course, the odd thing is that they were all Israelites to begin with. They were all cousins. The Samaritans were part of the 12